guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I am doing this like red smoky eye. I am obsessed with the way that it turned out. I have been thinking about doing an eye like this for a while now, and I didn't have quite the products that I was looking for. I had something similar, but it wasn't exactly what I wanted. So over the VIB Rouge sale, I went to Sephora and picked up some things that were going to complete this eye look exactly how I wanted it to look. So this is what I came up with, and honestly I am so obsessed with the way that this looks with the dewy skin and the glossy lip. So yeah, I love the way that this turned out, and I hope you guys enjoy it too. I used a ton of brand new stuff, and this video will be a voiceover, so as I'm applying it, I'll kind of give you mini reviews on everything, and if there's a product that you really want to see like a full in-depth review on, please let me know in the comments below. But yeah, I don't think I have anything else to say, so I hope you guys enjoy this. Please give this video a thumbs up if you do, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye! Okay, so I'm starting off this look with my Tarte Maracuja Oil Creaseless Concealer. I'm using this as an eyeshadow base. Then quickly, I'm going to go in and set that with my Hourglass powder, and I believe it's Diffused Light. So I'm just going to set that entire base and use some Scotch tape to make sure that we have a nice clean edge. But first, I'm going to go ahead and get some of the adhesive off using the back of my hand. You're going to apply it, tracing your lower lash line, almost as if it were to continue straight up. Make sure both sides are even and we're good to go. We're going to go into our Kat Von D Shade and Light eyeshadow palette. First into that peachy shade, and that is going to be our initial transition shade. You can go ahead and blend this all over the crease, and this is just going to create a beautiful gradient. Next, onto that cooler brown shade. We're going to go in and use that on the outer half of the eye, just slightly lower than the peachy shade. And this really warm brown, again a little bit lower on the outer half of the eye, each shade going a little bit lower, and as we go a little lower, our brushes are also going to get slightly more dense. Going in with the initial brush just to make sure everything stays nice and blended out, and then with the darkest brown shade, we're going to apply this to the very outer corner of the eyes, again keeping it nice and low, making sure that everything is nice, blended, and seamless for when we put on our brighter shades. Right here, these are the Makeup Forever Artist Shadows. That one is the shade M744. Apply that to the inner half of the eye and just really make sure to take your time blending that out because it is a super bright shade. Then we're going to go in with M846, I believe it is. I'll have it listed down below. That shade is going to go in the center, and I do reapply it a few times because I apply, blend to make sure that we get the pigmentation that we like, but that it is also blended how I want it to be. Taking the black again from the Kat Von D palette and just adding that to the outer corner for some definition. I'm not going to be applying any winged eyeliner today, so this is sort of going to give the illusion of a winged eyeliner. And again, blending that in, taking one of the cooler gray shades, which was right by that black shade. We're going to go ahead and blend the two together, making sure they're super seamless. Because we're working with some darker colors here, we want to make sure to really take our time and blend. You can never blend too much. Obviously, you can't see this, but in real life, I was sitting here blending for a few minutes per shade. Then when you take that tape off, you're going to have a clean edge. I am allergic to adhesive, so I did not apply it as tightly and as, I guess, pressed down to the skin as you would to get a cleaner edge. So I went ahead and cleaned mine up further before going in with my Faced Hangover RX primer. Put that all over the face, and I actually really like this more than I was expecting to. The smell of coconut is pretty strong, but I love that. And then Makeup Forever Ultra HD Stick Foundation. I wasn't sure that it was going to match me, but once I applied it, it actually looked like a perfect match. Mine was in the shade Y, I believe it's like 425, no, that can't be right. I don't know, I will leave it in the description box down below. It's the second yellow shade, and I'm just going to go ahead and blend that in with my sponge. This foundation is a cream foundation. It's a little on the thick side of a cream, but it does blend out super seamlessly, and it looks so natural on the skin once it's blended. I couldn't believe how natural and how good it looked on my skin. I really liked it. I could see it easily becoming one of my favorites. Then back in with that same concealer, and I'm really going to work with it on the back of my hand to make sure that it warms up and thins out a little bit, because man, is this a thick concealer. Definitely the thickest of any concealer I have ever used. I'm going to go ahead and just dot a tiny bit on the under eye, a tiny bit on the chin, use a sponge to blend that out and move it elsewhere that I wanted some of that brightness. Mine was in the shade Fair Light Neutral. I didn't want to apply too much, again, because it is so thick. I wasn't sure how it was going to blend out. But honestly, once it was all blended out, it looks beautiful on the skin. And I can definitely say that it is crease proof. My concealer normally creases the second I put it on, and this one did not. I went ahead and set it with my Hourglass Diffused Light Powder anyway, just because I wanted to make sure that it stayed in place. Again, this is the first time I was using it, so I didn't know how it would set, but it looked beautiful. I'm also applying this powder anywhere else that I would highlight, then just going in with translucent powder to set the rest of my face. Once you are done with that, we are, if I finish, there we go, Makeup Forever Sculpting Duo in number 1, taking that highlighter shade, which is beautiful, on a flat shader brush to highlight the inner corners and the brow bone. Then I'm quickly going to switch to my Morphe M501 and use this as a cheekbone highlight, and wait for it. I literally am in awe when I'm done applying this, because it is so beautiful, so intense, so bright, and it stayed bright on me all day long. It looked so pretty. I'm obsessed with it. I don't normally like pink toned highlighters. This is definitely very pinky, but I did really, really love it. Next, going in with the, if I could speak, I'm going in with the bronzer, which surprisingly I loved. I thought it was going to be way too orange for me. I don't normally like bronzers that are this orange, but it looked great and it went perfect with the warm toned eyes. I was really obsessed with it. Applied that anywhere that I would contour. I also applied some on the neck and the sides of the nose just to give it a little bit more dimension, not so much for a contoured effect. I actually skipped out on the contouring today because I wanted my skin to be a little bit softer with this intense eye, and I really like the way that the combo came out. Once you've gone ahead and bronzed, we're going in with I Will Always Love You blush by Too Faced, which is this beautiful peachy nude blush. And I'm obsessed with the blush. It is perfect. The peachiness is still right up my alley, but it is nude enough that it's not like bright coral in your face like I would normally wear. And going ahead and blending all my cheek products together. Taking that warm brown again on a definer brush, we're just going to define the lower lash line, and that is it. That is all I'm putting on the lower lash line. It looks great with the eye, complements it, and makes it slightly smoky, but not too much. I actually didn't apply those lashes, but they were Ardell Demi Wispies. Thought about it, but I skipped out and went with Too Faced Mascara Better Than Sex instead, just because with my short hair, I feel like dramatic lashes, I don't know, I guess kind of get in the way of all the bang that I have going on, if that makes any sense. I don't know. I just prefer the mascara look. Going in with Ofra Cosmetics Sao Paolo liquid lipstick, which I'm obsessed with the formula of those liquid lipsticks. It's beautiful, and I don't use a lip liner with any of them, and I have not had a single issue. They are not drying. They stay beautiful on the lips. And I actually went ahead and added Marvelous Moxie Gloss in Trailblazer by Bare Minerals over this for that glossy effect, which normally makes liquid lipsticks fade away, but this one did not fade away. It lasted most of the day. And once you are done with that, your entire look is complete and you're all set. I hope you guys enjoyed this as much as I did. Let me know if you have any questions down below and any requests for future videos. Please like and subscribe, and have a great day. Bye.